Broke Boy Tacos. We're doing some tacos. Broke Boy Tacos. We just went past that actually. It's busy, so it's I think it's a pretty popular spot.
What's up, man? I'm Broke Boy. My name is Sean. I'm from Kentucky originally. I spent the last like 11 years in California, Mission District, San Francisco. Just hanging out with all my homeboys out there in the Mission, cooking Mexican food every single day. And I came here and couldn't find it, so I just wanted to make some, and everybody gets down on it now. My fiance's Kiwi, yeah, so we've been together almost 10 years, and yeah, she said, hey, look, my visas are almost out, so either you come in here or we split, and I said, let's roll, yeah, let's rock, so here we are. How I started out, bro, is I just had a little $200 grill off of Trade Me, and you know, I was just toting that around, going to different restaurants and stuff, and just cooking some tacos on the side of the road and stuff, and it gained some traction. I started making videos on TikTok and stuff, and all of a sudden one of them got like 500,000 views overnight. And then here we are, bro.
Oh, yeah, there
Lines,
it is.
everybody's going, what's up? Hey, Broke Boy, what's up? Yeah, I named it Broke Boy. I grew up real poor and shit, bro. So, you know, I just wanted to, whenever I moved to Auckland, bro, I was hanging out with so many people that were like, they had a lot of money and stuff, and I just couldn't relate to it. You know, so I was just like, bro, I feel like a broke boy here. And my homeboy was like, you should name it Broke Boy.
Okay,
like,
yeah, there it is.
So I named it Broke Boy. I just thought that was the taqueria name. I didn't think that people would be calling me Broke Boy everywhere I went. So,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of embrace it.
Oh, yeah, good.
Flip the script on them and embrace that name. So, but yeah, we opened this spot. I saved up a bunch of my money, and all I serve is one thing, bro. I just serve birria tacos, and I just obsessed over it, you know. Izzy was you know Izzy, right?
Yes, yeah.
So Izzy
Got his
was,
shirt on
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a customer of mine, man, and he used to come over here all the time and come to my pop-ups all the time. And yeah, he hit me up and was just like, yo, bro, let's have a chat. And we got the Adesanyas in on it, and now we're blowing up. Next door wasn't enough because we had just lines everywhere, bro.
Really, yeah?
And everybody was complaining, leaving bad reviews. I stood outside for 30 minutes because there's too many people. So I was like, I need to open next door. So I opened next door, we fitted it out. Yeah, I mean, it's real simple, man. We do one thing. Broke Boy's Famous Tacos, this birria. And yeah, it's kind of, this whole project, kind of my love letter to Mexico. You know, I grew up eating Mexican food and really relating to all my homeboys back there in Cali, and I'm real proud of it. We just built this space. This space is sick. This is where everybody can come in. It's an open kitchen. Everybody see what everything's going down, and that's what we wanted.
I love it. I actually do love. Just keep it. That's it. Tacos.
Classic,
that's it.
bro.
Boom. There it is.
Classic.
And always, to be honest, like you know, you're talking about the lines out the door and all that. Every time, like majority of the time, whenever I see something, it's usually when it's someone doing the one thing.
Yeah.
So I want tacos. This is where I'm going.
This
to
is
get tacos.
where I'm going.
And everyone wants tacos. So.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But I see that even if it's a burger, people just do like, you know, I see like a type of burger, just a burger shop, or just tacos, or whatever it is, and that's when you always get people lined out the door. When people just specialize on the one thing, you know, you're getting the best tacos you can get. This is where you get. Yeah,
exactly.
So I love that. I love
So let's come around here. So yeah, this is where it all goes down, obviously, right behind guys. The beef there. We got some consomme there. That's for the ramen, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
And then this one here is the consomme. That's what the beef is cooked in next door, and I'm gonna show you some fresh stuff.
Oh, I can smell that
it's real
as well.
good, bro. With this space, this is the space that I just opened originally, bro. I wasn't even planning on this being like a production kitchen or anything. This is where we cooked all the food. We had this whole thing, that's a big ass Yarbrough, which is that thing was like 65 grand cash, bro. But that thing cranks out. It's a big giant pressure cooker.
Oh, so that's the pressure cooker. That's when you were talking about.
Yeah, so this thing will crank out like 100 liters every hour and a half if we wanted to, bro. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, yeah.
50, 60 kg of beef every hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
You know, so yeah, so let me open it for you. I'll show you for a while. If you want to get a shot of that.
Oh, yes, get that.
That's generally the one. We cook this every single day. Okay, and now you can see that beef is nice and soft.
That's the money shot.
This is the one that we do this. Chop it up, we season it, add a little bit of salt to it, and then we reconstitute this consomme into it to kind of bring it back to life after it's chopped up. See that one right there?
Oh.
that right there.
That's just gonna fall apart.
Yeah,
you can already
bro.
tell.
I mean, this stuff is real good. You know, it's just been sitting there the whole time, cooking nice and slow. And like I said, like you said, we do one thing and we do it the best. That's what I want to do. So if anybody else offers birria in here, they're in big trouble. And what birria is slow cooked chuck. And sometimes we use hind shank that has the bone in it, big thick bone. And we cook it for 16 hours. And what it does is all the stuff in the middle of that bone, that marrow, you already know, just pulls out of there. It just makes everything nice and rich. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on here. I'm gonna chop it up for you, okay? And then I'll make some tacos and stuff fresh for you. I'll go over there and cook it all myself.
Okay, yeah.
And then what I got over here is something a little special that I've been working on, okay? This right here is a classic. I just whipped this up 5 minutes ago. This is a classic mango habanero salsa, okay? Nice and fresh that we're going to make with this. And this is achiote chicken. Do you know what achiote chicken is? You can have a smell of that if you want it. That's the marinade that has been sitting in overnight. So achiote, or what the Yucas call it, achote, is a tree in Mexico. Now they take annatto seeds, which is the seeds of that tree, and they grind it up and make a paste out of it. And that paste is quite earthy and quite limey. So what they do is they cover it in this and they barbecue it, and then they get it nice and charred. Because what's the secret to a good Mexican? Char. Like I said over here, 5 minutes into pulling up, you know, he was telling me we got to get some queso up in here. If y'all don't know what queso is, that's Mexican melted cheese. Okay, so I just made a quick batch here. You know what I mean? This is real simple. You know what this is? This is evaporated milk, American cheese slices, and some homemade red salsa. And
Red salsa?
Red salsa.
Oh, okay.
So I just pour a bunch of red salsa that I already sell here. I pour it in there, mix it up. Job is done.
Oh, I like
nice
that.
and simple. Best things in life is nice and simple. Just take that and then pour it right over there. Kind of revitalize it. What it does is it kind of wakes it a little bit back up. You know what I'm saying? It reconstitutes all them flavors in there. And then you just take this, you give it a mix, give it another little chop, and that right there is what we put in them tacos.
All right, give me a bit,
Just try a little taste. It should be real beefy forward, man. That's what we want. We want to taste it like nice beefy. So I'll bring this over there. We'll make some tacos, man. We'll make some tacos. But it's simple. It's simple, bro. You just add everything together and you let nature do the rest. First thing is first, man. You get your tortilla, you dip it in this oil. Now this oil is that melted fat. That's that melted fat that was on top of that over there. All that fat that was cooking, all that nice and bright red. I dip it in there and I fry it for a little bit. So I'll take this, give it a nice mix up. We put it directly on that. This is basic stuff, man, you know? This is just how it's supposed to be eaten. Nice and straightforward. Beef, a nice corn tortilla, nice and forward. And dipped in that fat, that beef fat that it was cooking. So what I'll do is I'll just let this crisp up a little bit, because I like a little bit of crunch to mine, you know? And what I'll do is I'll add a little, do you like cilantro and onion or coriander?
Yes, I do. I love cilantro, yeah.
Cool. So what I normally do is I'll put a little bit of red onion. And obviously, for that flavor profile, I like this stuff. And I'll give it a nice fold, just like that. Nice and soft, and we just let that sit over there and just hang out for a bit. Same thing with this guy here. Just let it sit over there. I used to sell my tacos open face, so that I would serve them like that.
And then they can
do whatever they please, but too many people were going, oh, it's falling all over me, it's burning me. So now we fold them. Then what we would do is we would come over here, excuse me, bro. We would come over here, we would get this consomme. Now this consomme is the same stuff that the beef was cooking in. So I'll pour some of this in a cup for you. We'll give it to you with your tacos. And then you dip them in. And once it kind of rehydrates it and gets it nice and moist, you go to town, you go nuts. But we'll see. I like to leave it on here for a little bit, you know? Like when I see a little bit of color on there. Yeah. You know how important that color is, man. more it cooks there and sits there and kind of steams inside of that tortilla, it's bringing the flavor of that corn tortilla to the beef too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the trick. So yeah, these are the classics, man. This is what got me to why I'm talking to you today. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So what I do is I come right over here, get you a little bit of that. Just like that. And what I do is I put a little bit of onion in there. And then we'll do a little bit of that. That's a classic, man. 3-plate. This is no frills. You get what you ask for.
Oh, exactly.
Beef
right.
taco.
So you
beef
need.
taco, yeah. So we always serve this with that orange sauce I was telling you about. So let me give you one. I always serve it just like that. So what that orange sauce is it's the dried peppers that we cook the beef in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so the dried peppers, it's a little bit of seasoning, some apple cider vinegar, and we just blend that all up with a little bit of oil. And then it gives you a nice, very forward, Mexican flavored forward sauce.
First bite, you ready? Oh my. Oh man, it's next level. You ready for that one? You got it? Oh man. Man, I love the idea of just dripping it in there. I've never done it like that before.
It's so simple too. Just giving everything that you're cooking with the beef to the customer. Just give it all to the customer. Why not?
Just bit. That's a game changer right there. Obviously everything's just perfect, beautiful the way it is. But then when you dunk it in, like you said, it gets that crispy, and then you dunk it back in, and then it softens back up. So good.
You just try with just a queso, yeah.
Just dip it with that.
Give it a shot, man.
All right.
You tell me.
Here, let me get this side with the meat. Beautiful. Yeah, I might do the both. I'm going to do both. I'm going to tip it in. As you can see, we drank a lot of it.
Yeah, taking a couple sips of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So good.
Oh yeah.
You know, some people have been cooking this thing here for 80 years. You know what I mean? Just old ladies in Mexico have been cooking and living and breathing and dying over that. You know, it's an art form with Birria to me. Mm-hmm. And there's just something about it, man.
So this is off menu item?
This is not, we don't offer this. This is just something I wanted to cook for Volk because I'm a fan of his. And I know he gets down on chicken sometimes.
Yeah.
Know? So yeah.
I'm a fan of it. I love everything. That's one good thing about me. There's not much food out there that I don't like or appreciate.
This pan nice and screaming hot. Before I add some oil, you obviously know you can't add oil to a cold pan. Mm-hmm. Normally, achiote chicken is cooked on like a char grill. I obviously don't have a char grill. So I'm just gonna get this screaming hot, add a little bit of oil, and we'll cook the hell out of this. Because I always say the trick to really good Mexican is like some char. You know what I mean? I want to taste a little bit of burnt char. You know? Achiote that's been marinated in, you'll get some of that like wood and earthy flavor.
And how long did you say that you did that? That's been.
This was I put this on last night.
Okay,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
A bit of oil. You don't want it swimming, you know. You just don't want it sticking. Just chuck that on there. You know what I mean? It's gonna be sizzling. This is thighs.
Yeah,
I like thighs.
Yeah, same. Thighs are the best.
You can smell as it's cooking now. You can kind of smell a little bit of little bit of that char coming through already.
Is there like a vinegar in that as well? Is there something else with the tang there?
Yep. So there's a little bit of white vinegar in there.
Okay, yeah.
And what is mostly in there though is orange juice.
Orange juice. Okay, so
There's
maybe
a
that's
lot
what
of
I'm getting a
orange
bit of. I'm getting a bit of that. Okay.
So my favorite place in Mexico and in the South Americas is Yucatan. A lot of my homeboys in California they're from Yucatan. They're Yucas.
Okay, yeah.
And a lot of habaneros grow from Yucatan, and this stuff called cochinitas, which is essentially a way of cooking chicken or pork. They do it in banana leaves, and then they add a bunch of achiote, a bunch of orange juice, a lot of bitter citrus. So either orange juice or grapefruit is they'll put in there, which is weird. Cooking chicken and grapefruit and some tree seeds. I don't know.
Okay.
Damn, it's good. See what I mean?
So you want that nice char there?
I want that color there, man. Some people are afraid of that color, man. I like that color. When I see that come to me on a plate, I go, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
These are nice and warm.
Yeah.
They're nice and fluffy. So I'm gonna do them a little bit differently. I'm gonna do these a little bit differently.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's what I like to do. Put it right on top of there. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's right on top of there, and then you take this. You dump it right on there. Yucatan chicken taco. If you go to Yucatan, they'll serve you something that looks exactly like this, bro.
Oh yeah. Good.
Look at that, man. Right there.
So obviously there's a lot more ingredients, but two things there: the chicken, salsa, beautiful.
You get the corn flavor, you get the chicken, you get a little bit of that char. That habanero comes in the back and kicks you right in your ass.
All right, so there it is. Broke Boy Tacos. Mate, first I want to thank you, obviously, for the incredible tacos, but the spread you gave us, giving me the authentic sort of feel as well. Like I've never had that style. Like I know I've seen it around on social media. I'm like, man, I want to get them, and to actually have it was incredible. And thanks for giving me the best tacos I've ever had. And that's no lie. That is definitely the best tacos I've ever had. And that consomme, I want a big bowl of that. Or can I take some of that home? I would appreciate that. But hey, I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. It's
Thanks, bro.
delicious.
I appreciate
Very
you, man.
good. So where is it? Where is it? What's the street? What's the area? People are going to probably want
Mount
to come
Albert,
check it out.
Mount Albert, Auckland, 964 New North Road. Pull up anytime. If you see a line, don't worry about it. Continue.
Yeah, that's right.
Appreciate
I'll
y'all.
get through quick. No worries. Cheers. Thank
Thanks,
you.
brother.